Hi everyone. I have nothing planned. I was cleaning up my office a bit and the kitchen and the living room, and of course I found a few papers that I may or may not put in my journal, and of course some product packaging. And I was also playing on the computer with my coffee dyed papers, and I came up with a few here that these aren't the final ones, but I'm still playing with the opacity. I just wrote down here 60%, 75%. Look darker on the screen, but when you print it out, you can't really see anything. And there is one of the ceramic tiles that I did a couple of weeks ago. And then, I was in the hospital a couple months ago. I got my armband. Been playing around with these. And then some of these. These are extra folders. Did some sewing around these tags. I'm going to cut them out. And some of these as well. See on the back, I sewed around and cut those out. These are just done with Posca pens. And then I put a little quote inside each of one. I wanted to show you this Major Gator mouth. This is the book I've been working in the last couple of videos. And it's getting to be a gator mouth. And although I don't mind gator mouths, this one is just a little too much because the covers are hard covers, so this thing isn't, they're not folding over nicely. And another problem, it would be okay if the journal was finished, but I'm not even halfway done finishing embellishing it. So I was thinking, I've got 5 signatures here. I was thinking of taking one out, like maybe the third one, like the middle one in. So just take a look at that and see. That's the first one. The second one here. And I would want to take this one out. Or I could take the second and fourth one out. And then add these to a new journal. I don't know. What do you think? Have you guys ever done that? I'm just going to take a coffee break sip. So good. I mean, look at the page. Look, I've got these pages that aren't even filled. You know, I want to add some more things, not just writing, but I want to add more ephemera. And if I do, it's going to get thicker and thicker. It's just going to be too much. So, oh my goodness. Should we do it? Let's do it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little nervous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's take out the second and the fourth one. So we'll keep the ones on the outside and the one in the middle and the two in between. I guess we'll take that out. Let's do it. I need some scissors. I still can't believe I decided to do this. I was thinking about it last night. There we go. Oh my goodness. Let me move my coffee. Okay, well, you've seen it here first. We are getting rid of these signatures. Let's see here. I want to make sure I do the right ones. Okay, that's the back. So that would be this one here. Oh, okay, there we go. That wasn't bad. And then let's do this one here. See if I can find the middle. It would be easier this way. Let's make sure that, yeah, that is the second one. Pretty good job. Okay. Oof. And of course everything's falling out. That's all right. It's on the back cover. All right. So these are the two I took out. And I'm going to make another small journal, or another journal, and put this together. So now we're left with 3. Isn't that better? Actually, don't feel so bad now. That was really easy. Okay, this is great. Now, before I get to the other, like one making that journal, let's look at what I just made over here. Okay, this is going to be great. That's not as painful as I thought it was going to be. All right, let's cut some of this stuff up. So I was doodling the other day, and I thought this would make a really cool tag. So let's cut this out. I did it on a file folder, and I doubled it up. So I'm just gonna make some a wonky cut around it. Nothing straight, just following the color that or the lines that I did. And I want to make a tag out of this. So let's get a fastener. I say it every time, but this desk is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Too much stuff on it. So, which one do I want? The big one? Yeah. I've got small hands, so I have to use both to close this, or it's too hard to do. That's really nice. Now I need a little topper, and I love this cotton string. This was from Dollarama. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, it's nice and thick. There, that makes a nice thick tag. Super cute. And then I can put a saying in here if I want. And then I made these ones more different, kind of a circle or more of an oval shape, and just a zigzag around that. And this one says, live your life to God's glory. I encourage everyone to, if you're not in your craft room and it's the evening and you just want to go watch some TV in a different room, I suggest having like a little bag or a little box of craft supplies where you can just sit and doodle, and a little notebook that you can maybe write some notes and some ideas of what you want to do. And this is how this came to fruition. So this one says, shine brightly for Christ. Okay, let's make these into tags. I find it so much easier just to mark them. This is my favorite. This is the first one I did, and then I tried to replicate and it didn't come out the same, but that's okay. Three coppers. I'm not sure what type of tag I want to put on here. I have many to choose from behind me in the craft room, so I'm gonna leave these in my ephemera box and leave that for another day. Even like a nice fabric like this, that would be nice. This one. Okay, that's another day, but that's super cute. I'm gonna make more. Now that that's done and my journal is smaller, I'll be able to add the ephemera that I made earlier, or not ephemera that I made, but the things that I gathered throughout the house. Love that. Oh my goodness, what a mess. Okay, let's add some stuff here. I love this. So again, we have 3 signatures left in this big guy. Lesson learned, stop adding a ton of stuff. Oh, here's my garden from 2 years ago. Okay, my garden's not in yet. Can we just talk about the weather? And I'm going to insert a photo, or am I? I don't know. I took a few photos of my seedlings and the weather outside. Oh yeah, I think the forecast. That's what I did. I took a screenshot of the forecast, and it snowed overnight. Yeah, it was -2. Usually we have our gardens in by this weekend, and yeah, unbelievable. Okay, just something simple here. I've got my war tags, key tags in the mail. And so they're just tags you put on your keychain, and if they get lost, somebody finds them, they put them in the mailbox, and then they just get sent back to you through the War Amps, and you can give them a donation. I kept the paper upstairs. I think I'm going to do that. I haven't had these key tags in years, so I'm glad they showed up again. So yeah, this feels much better that I'm not suffering through these huge pages and content. Oh boy, I was scared. I was scared it wasn't going to look very good. Well, that's nice. The blue kind of goes with this purpley page. This way. There we go. So I was taking pictures upstairs and some videos upstairs, and I had changed the settings in my camera. So when I came back down here to do some filming, the lighting is really different, and I couldn't remember what my settings were. So hopefully it's not too dark, not too bright. I do some adjusting when I'm editing the video. Hopefully it's not too out of control. Okay, this is garbage. What else do we have? So these guys I'm going to sew around and make tags as well. This one can go in my ephemera box. Let's see. Oh yeah, I want to put these in here. A couple of quotes. Yeah, here's some other ones that I made. I found a typewriter in a magazine. I typed for many years. That was my job. I was a medical transcriptionist for 21 years, and also did some on the side at home for 5 years. So why not put this in here? I'm not sure where to put it, but okay. And then I've got this. Oh yeah, I was gonna cut these out for my alphabet collection, so that goes back upstairs. I'm getting a large collection of letters because I always want to have many letters to choose from. when I'm doing my ransom notes. Okay, so I got this in the mail, and I want to just keep the cards for when I'm scraping. So I can always add that. Put that in my stash. Let's see if there's anything else on here. This is good to have too for my letters. And a nice big number 100. So that can go upstairs. These were upstairs for quite some time. I was playing with my jelly plate and then just using my finger to draw trees. So that'll go into my ephemera. And then I just wrote really quickly some lyrics to a Christmas song. So that can go in my ephemera as well. Then I bought some croutons. And I love adding the packaging. The brand is called No Name. We'll take this off here. Maybe we'll attach it to the side of a page. So, and then I've got some Oil of Olay bar soap. Okay, so let's start looking through here and see where I can put this stuff. Looks good there. So with this really shiny paper, the Staples glue stick doesn't work well. It comes apart. So let's try the Mono Tombow. Or is it the Tombow Mono? I don't know. So we'll just go around with that. I'm wanting to put this in a different container. That's pretty big for my hand. It's hard to hold. But I haven't gotten around to it yet. Just like everything else. Seasoned croutons. Let's see, like that. So I kept my pink signature here. I wanted to add pursue the things of God and watch what happens. Love that. I think I want to put that Tombow glue in one of these empty tacky glues because this is much easier to hold. I've got quite small hands. There. And another little one here. Occupy until the Lord returns. Oh, my cousin is getting married today. She's in a different city. They're having a very small wedding, so, you know, I wasn't invited. That's fine. That's fine. I'm looking forward to seeing pictures. Got a little list here of what I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, my watercolor. I started going back into my watercolors recently. So I painted a couple things. I'll just insert a little or a couple of photos. And it's so relaxing. So I have myself set up in the kitchen to do that. So when I have a moment, maybe while I'm cooking something, I will sit down there for a few minutes and draw something. I can't tell you how much I'm loving how this journal just got a lot smaller like that. Love it. Live your life to God's glory. Let's put some ink around here. There. Love that. So now I'll be able to add more doilies because I was running out of room. Ooh, that's nice there. Isn't that quite the wonky flower? I like that. I really like that. Now, I can't remember what Titus 2:13 is. Oh boy. It must have been very important because I wrote it out. Let's put it right up here. I'm not sure what to write on there, so we'll just leave that out. Oil of Olay. I love this bar soap. I was never one to use, what's it called? The liquid soap body wash. I think I'm just too cheap. I'm not paying $15 for a bottle of that stuff. And then we'll fold it over a page. Does it matter how I do it? No. Okay, I just made a pocket. I didn't even know it. I'm so smart. Okay, that's cool. I love it when that happens. Oh yeah, inside here, just the first one, because the other part is glued down. So let's grab some tape and just do the inside piece. There, and now we have that. And then here. Oh, I haven't made a video in so long. I'm so glad you're here watching and still supporting my channel, my little channel. Let's tape this a little bit there. Well, let's take this paper, we'll fold this and just put it in here for now. There. Okay, so these ones I made some background pages for pages that are kind of blank and that need some life added to them. So let's do that. So these are my coffee dyed pages. I've got a ton of these, and I was just this morning trying to figure out what I'd like as a digital. Probably not this one. But I like playing around and seeing what I can do. Okay, we're going to use the glue stick for this guy. I want to make sure. There we go. I've been shopping for a fire safe box, and I have no idea what to buy. So I'm just slowly shopping around, and the one you see on the screen there, the brand, is what I found to be most popular. So I'm kind of still researching that. It has to be fireproof, and it has to fit an 8.5 by 11 size paper for documents. So that's what I've been searching for. Okay. Here's another darker one here. This is not the way I want it. This is not what it looked like on the screen. So I have to do some adjusting on my printer. But if I have any white pages, this will definitely work out just fine. That's good. I'm so excited to get my begonias in the ground, or not in the ground. I want to do them in pots. This is the first time I bought, I think they're tubers or corns, like corn. I don't know. I can't remember. And yeah, I'm going to put them in pots. I'll just put a picture up here. They're just sitting on a little stool in my living room, and they're growing quite big. Two of the containers I'm going to have to just cut off. Like I'll have to actually cut them open, because they should have been in the ground or in the pot by now. But who knew it was going to snow overnight? It's just crazy. But yeah, I'm really excited about these begonias. They're so beautiful. First time doing those. And I've got a lot of canna lilies. Super happy with those. And I think I've shown you pictures of those before. So hopefully by next weekend, I'll have some of the flowers in, or at least some of the garden. I don't think I'm going to do any tilling this year though. I'm going to go old school and pretend it's the medieval times and I can't afford a plow. So I'm just going to go in there. Oh my gosh. And just dig a hole. I haven't added very much. Let's go to the doilies. Ah. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. Okay, more pictures from my town, my city. Consumers distributing. Oh my gosh, I missed. Well, we didn't really go very often. It was like a catalog store, so you would shop from a catalog. You'd call in your order. I guess kind of like Sears in a way, and then you'd go pick it up. So you could buy, hopefully that comes off. You could buy different items, household stuff. I don't think there was furniture, but I think my mom and I went a couple times. I don't remember what it looks like inside, but I remember driving past it like 100 times. McDonald's was right on the side here, and it was on the main drag in the city. I made this on the computer too. A flower. Okay, let's put this on here. The other day, my sister-in-law made the most amazing artisan bread, but it was a way of a cheat way. Oh, sorry. So anyway, she gave me the recipe. Super easy to do. I'll show you some video at the end. Nope, not easy for me. Tried twice. And yeah, didn't work. I used the wrong yeast. And then I just didn't read the directions very well. Like, I do bake bread on my own. Like, I don't have a problem with that. But I wanted to try this artisan bread. And it's the same old thing with me. Every time I read a recipe or the recipes these days, they're like, if they're online, they're, 5 and 6 pages long. And they always start like this. Oh, my grandmother made this recipe, and oh, it just, brings such warmth to the home. And, we have such great memories, and just, oh my gosh, jump to the recipe. So jump to the recipe. But in between all that, there's things that, if you don't use this yeast, you should use this yeast. And if you do use the other yeast, well, then this is what you should do. Well, I just went to the recipe and I just jumped right in and I just made it, and I failed. And I went, what the heck's going on? So I changed it a little bit and the second time, and it failed again. So it all went garbage. 6 cups of flour, garbage. So my sister-in-law was like, well, maybe you should come over and you can just watch me do that. And I'm like, yep, definitely. Because I think there's obviously a step I'm missing. And the flour that I even messaged the person that the recipe came from. I messaged her and I said, yeah, your recipe is not working. Like, you're calling for all this flour, and it was supposed to be really soupy looking, and it turned out really hard. And then in the video, you'll see it got really soupy, but then it got too soupy. I don't know. Yeah. I want tried, tested, and true recipes, not just stuff you see online. But then my sister-in-law did a great job, so I was just having an off day, I guess. Okay, how's that? This needs some, yeah, I'm going to put this on here too. Let's get rid of this 60. It says 60% because that's what I used for the opacity or for washout. And it's not exactly what I wanted, but yeah. I'm just testing the different opacities and stuff. I want to make sure it's really good when I upload it as a digital. It takes a long time to get that going. I want it to look good, right? I'm gonna have a quick look on my desk to see if there's anything else I want to put in here. So a quick look at these doilies to see if they belong anywhere in the book, or like this page. Oh, that would look so pretty. Love all the color. And then I can come around here and maybe paint that afterward, or I can paint it first. A lot of blank pages. This one. Beautiful colors. Nice. Very nice. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's see. I'll leave this part for writing. What about this? That could be painted too, but I can only paint one on camera. I have to let it dry. So let's go back to here, and I'm just going to paint around here, maybe with a blue, and let that dry. This brand is not very pigmented. It's Winsor Newton Galleria. I think it's a student grade, but, oh, I didn't want to go all the way there. Oh, well. Sometimes I mix it with my good paints. I hope I'm in frame here. And then a little strip on the side. There's a piece of tape there. That's okay. I'll just try to go beside it. Okay, that's good. Gonna let that dry, and then we'll come back another day, and I'm just gonna place this on here. Ooh, I like that. Okay, great. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. This turned out so lovely, but something happened. The parchment paper is still stuck to the bottom of the bread. Okay, this was my second try at it, but I'll try again next week. Oh my goodness. I guess I'll just chop this stuff off. Time to try it now. Maybe this slab of butter will help. Definitely not on my diet, but hey, I have to figure out if this recipe is worth trying again. No regrets with the butter. Nope, I love butter.